Okay, good day nurses. So our next topic to discuss guys is we have the retinal detachment, and this is the last topic for your special senses. Okay? So si retinal detachment guys, ano ba ang nangyari dyan sir? Okay, basically guys, from the word itself na detach ang retina doon sa underlying tissue niya, which is the choroid. Okay? So this is your retina kasi guys, this is your retina and this is the choroid. Okay? So your retinal detachment guys, yung retina guys na detach siya doon sa choroid. Yan yung tinatawag na retinal detachment. Okay? And your retinal detachment, guys, is a surgical emergency. Okay? When the retina separates from the underlying tissue, which is the choroid. Diba? As a result, pwedeng mag-lead into rapid vision loss that can be permanent if not corrected. So, kailangan guys, pumunta ka agad si patient sa near hospital para ma-address ka agad siya. Kasi kapag hindi yan na-address guys, it could lead to permanent vision loss. Okay? So the client should seek immediate medical attention for sudden floaters or acute vision loss. So ano ba yung floaters guys? Ganito yung floaters guys. Merong nakikita yung patient natin guys na cobwebs or threads guys. Okay? Meron siyang nakikita sa visual field niya guys na cobwebs or threads. Okay? O now, what are the assessment findings kapag na-detach ang ating retina? Okay? So, kapag na-detach ang ating retina guys, it is painless. Okay? Bakit kaya painless siya guys? Because walang pain receptors doon sa retina guys. That's why it is painless. And there is rapid vision loss guys. Okay? What else? Floaters o yung pinakita ko kanina guys na may nakikitang cobwebs or threads yung patient natin. And also flashes of light. Then lastly guys, this is the pathognomonic sign of your retinal detachment, the curtain-like shadow over the visual field of the patient, often described as a black curtain descending over visual field. So ito yung madalas na sinasabi ng patient natin kapag detach ang kanilang retina. Meron daw silang nakikitang black curtain. Okay? So ganito siya guys. Okay? Parang may black curtain or curtain-like shadow. Okay? Now, what's the treatment, sir, kapag natitouch ang ating retina? Since it is an emergency condition, guys, so kailangan ng emergency surgery rin, okay? Such as your pneumopexy and scleral buckling. Okay? Itong dalawang surgery na to, guys, ang ginagawa lang nila, guys, is nire-reattach nila yung na-detach na retina and also to prevent the permanent vision loss. Okay? So, paano ba ginagawa ang pneumopexy? Okay, your pneumopexy guys, ang ginagawa dyan guys, nung doctor guys, nag-i-inject siya doon sa vitreous cavity ng small gas bubble. Okay? Small gas bubble. Then, yung bubble na yun guys, ipupush niya yung retina pabalik doon sa choroid. Okay? Para mag-reattach sila. That is your pneumopexy. Okay? Ito siya. In this procedure, the doctor injects a small gas bubble into the vitreous cavity of the eye. So dito daw guys sa vitreous cavity. Then the gas bubble floats upward and presses the detached retina back against the eye wall, helping the retina reattach. So nagbubble, then ipupush na yan. So magiging ganito na siya and mare-reattach na siya. Okay, that is your pneumopexy. Then si scleral buckling naman guys, ang ginagawa dyan guys ay nagple-place ng silicone band or sponge around doon sa sclera ng patient. That's why tinawag siyang scleral buckling. So parang kinocompress na yung sclera guys so that the band pushes the sclera inward. So kinocompress niya, bringing the eye wall closer to the detached retina. So, allowing the retina to reattach to the underlying tissue. So, all in all guys, itong dalawang surgery na to, ang ginagawa nila ay nire-reattach nila yung na-detach na retina. Okay? Sa pneumopexy, nag-administer ng small gas bubble para maitulak yung they call this, maitulak yung retina doon sa choroid and ma-attach ulit siya. Si scleral buckling naman, kinocompress yung scleral para yung eye wall maging closer siya doon sa na-detach na retina and ma-attach or ma-reattach ulit siya. Okay? So, etong surgery na to guys, si doctor naman ang may problema niyan. Tama? Ano ang sa atin lang? Sa pre-operative care and post-operative care lang tayo guys. Okay? So, your pre-operative care guys, your priority is to provide bed and iris of the patient. So, paano mo gagawin yun guys? Kailangan mong i-cover yung both eyes with patches as prescribed. Para guys, hindi magkaroon ng further stimulation yung eye niya. So, i-cover mo muna yung both eyes niya guys. Okay? Then, avoid jerky movements and minimize eye stress. O, paano mo mami-minimize? Instruct mo si patient guys na bawal muna siyang magbasa-basa and gumamit ng cellphones. Okay? Because stress stimulates further retinal detachment. Okay? Then for your post-operative care naman guys, you maintain eye patches as prescribed and you need to watch out for hemorrhage. O paano malalaman kapag may hemorrhage na nangyayari? Kapag meron kang nakitang bright red doon sa patch ni patient. Okay, indicating guys there is active bleeding na nangyayari. Okay, what else? Caution the patient on bumping the head. Okay, para ma-prevent ang retinal detachment. Then avoid rapid eye movements kasi nga stimulation of the eye guys can further retinal detachment. Okay, then avoid driving, of course guys. Instruct client to limit reading for 3 to 5 weeks. So bawal muna guys because stress stimulates further retinal detachment. Then instruct the client to wear dark glasses during the day. Okay, to avoid photosensitivity which stimulates further retinal detachment. Then instruct the client to avoid squinting, straining, and constipation, lifting heavy objects, and bending from the waist because this increases the IOP guys and can stimulate further retinal detachment. Then lastly guys, you need to watch out for recurrence of the detachment. O paano malalaman? Of course guys, kapag nag-report na naman sa'yo si patient na may black curtain siyang nakikita sa visual field niya. And that is all guys for your retinal detachment. I hope you learned something. Thank you and God bless. Okay, so let's summarize your eye conditions guys na mga na-discuss natin. Diba na-discuss na natin si glaucoma, cataracts, and retinal detachment. Okay, itong mga eye conditions na to guys are causes of vision loss commonly associated with aging and diabetes. O, the aging guys, that's the wear and tear na sinasabi natin. Habang ginagamit yung eyes natin guys, nagde-deteriorate yan. That's the aging and the wear and tear. Okay? And diabetes, o diba we all know guys, kapag diabetic ang isang tao guys, lumalapot ang dugo niyan, tama? So kapag malapot ang dugo guys, nagdi-decrease kasi ang perfusion, specifically sa eyes guys, causing guys na ma-damage ang eye. Okay? Then other common causes of vision loss include the diabetic retinopathy, o parang yung sinabi ko sa diabetes to guys. Okay? It is painless, okay, and gradual vision loss from microvascular damage dahil malapot nga yung dugo guys and nadadamage ang mga maliliit na blood vessels doon sa eyes mo. Okay? What else? Macular degeneration. O, di ba na-discuss na natin? Ano yung sabi kong tatandaan mo sa macular degeneration? The central vision. Tama? So, it is painless, guys. O, painless din siya, guys, because walang pain receptors doon sa retina. So, it is gradual loss of central vision. Okay? So, let's summarize them, guys. Okay? So, we have here the condition, key features, and treatment of the condition, guys. Okay? First condition, guys, is the glaucoma. Okay? When we say glaucoma, guys, ano ba ang nangyari dyan, guys? Okay? Na-damage yung optic nerve, which is your cranial nerve number 2, guys, which is responsible for your vision from intraocular pressure, di ba? Nag-increase ang intraocular pressure dyan, guys. Okay? What's the key features? There is peripheral vision loss or yung tunnel vision na tinatawag natin. Okay? And there are two types, di ba? We have the acute glaucoma. Okay? When we say acute glaucoma, guys, painful yan. Okay? When we say chronic glaucoma naman, guys, that is painless. Di ba? Kasi ang nangyari kay acute glaucoma, guys, there is abrupt na pag-increase ng IOP because yung angle, guys, or the drainage angle, guys, ay close. Okay? Kay chronic glaucoma naman, guys, yung drainage angle kasi guys ay open. So may nakakapag-pass through pa rin dun sa trabecular meshwork paunti-unti. So it is chronic and stable. Okay? So ano yung treatment mo dito guys, 'di ba? We have the medications such as si myotics, 'di ba? Ano ba ang ginagawa ni myotics guys, 'di ba? Ang ginagawa niya, kino-constrict niya yung pupil guys, 'di ba? Kino-constrict niya yung pupil guys so that mag-widen yung canal of Islam para maganda or smooth yung flow ng fluid papunta doon sa systemic circulation. Okay? And meron din tayong ina-administer guys na mga anti-glaucoma eye drops, 'di ba? O ano yung example ng myotics mo pala guys? We have what's the most common na sinabi ko? We have the pilocarpine. Ang ginagawa niyan, kino-constrict para mag-widen ang canal of Islam. And also guys, surgery. Okay? By means of surgery. Okay? The next condition guys, we have the cataracts. Okay? Si cataracts naman guys, ano ba yan guys? It is a age-related clouding of lenses. O sa cataracts guys, ano yung gusto kong tandaan mo? 'Di ba si lens? Tama? Kasi nagiging opaque siya. Okay? So there is lens opacity na nangyayari. And it is painless progressive vision loss. Okay? So ano ang treatment guys? Basically, surgery. Tama? Kasi anong ginagawa dyan guys sa surgery na yan? Nire-remove natin yung lens guys. Then, pinapalitan natin siya ng artificial lens na clear, hindi opaque. Okay? Then, we have also guys, your retinal detachment. Okay? That's the separation naman of your retina from the underlying tissue, which is the choroid, di ba? Which is the choroid, yun yung sabi natin, tama? So, ano yung key features mo dito guys? There is floaters, okay? Floaters or shadows in the visual field na i-report ni patient or the black curtain, di ba? It is sudden and painless vision loss. O painless siya because wala ngang pain receptors doon sa retina. And this is a emergency surgery guys, di ba? Meron tayong diniscuss na surgery dyan. We have the scleral buckling and the pneumopexy. Pero ang end goal lang nila guys ay i-reattach yung na-detach na retina. Okay? Now, ano yung mga nursing intervention natin guys sa mga eye conditions na to? Okay? Your nursing, the goal for a client guys with visual impairment is to promote the independence. Okay? Kailangan hindi nakadepende ang patient pa rin natin guys. So, you promote independence while maintaining safety. So, paano mo gagawin yun guys? Okay? You notify the client when approaching. So, for example guys, pag papasok ka dun sa room ng patient guys, kailangan sabihin mo sa kanya guys na, ma'am, lalapit po ako. And kailangan maging specific ka guys. Sabihin mo, ma'am, lalapit po ako dito po sa may left side nyo. Okay? So, ganun dapat ang mag-notify ng client na may visual impairment guys. Okay? What else? You orient the client to the environment. So, sabihin mo sa kanya kung nasan ba yung mga cabinets, mga obstacles, ganyan guys, to prevent injury. Okay? And to maintain safety. Okay? Then, place visual aids and personal items within reach. So, dapat within reach lang guys para hindi na siya tatayo kasi nga may visual impairment siya guys. Kasi kapag tumayo pa siya and naglakad pa siya ng malayo para lang kunin yung belongingness niya or personal items niya guys, then therefore possible pa na ma-injury yung patient natin. Okay? Then, place visual aids guys such as yung mga eye protectors natin or the eye shields. Okay? Then, ensure environment is well lit and pathway is clear. So, dapat malakas yung ilaw guys. Okay? And maliwanag dun sa room ni patient. And the pathway is clear. So, yung mga obstacle guys, i-remove mo yan. Okay? Then, assist with ambulation. So, paano tayo mag-assist with ambulation guys sa mga may visual impairment? The nurse should offer an arm for the client to hold and walk a step ahead of a client. Actually guys, na-observe ko to nung nag-aaral pa lang ako ng college guys. Alam nyo yung nakakita na ba kayo nung mga namamalimos na bulag sila guys? Diba kung ma-observe nyo guys, may kasama sila. Tapos yung bulag guys, nakahawak sila dun sa kasama nila. So parang iniisip ko nun guys na ang galing naman itong mga to, nafa-follow nila yung tamang protocol sa pag-assist ng may visual impairment na patient. O, di ba? Nafa-follow nila yun, guys. Then, teach client to feel the chair bed or commode with hands and backs of the legs before sitting. O since may visual impairment kayong patient guys, kailangan ipa-feel mo sa kanya muna yung chair, bed, or commode with hands and backs of the legs before sitting. Okay, then lastly guys, you assist with meals. Okay, so paano mo gagawin? You describe food positions on meal tray according to the clock system. Okay, this is an evidence-based practice guys na ginagawa talaga sa hospital. Okay, so paano ba yung clock system sir? Ganito siya guys. For example, ilagay mo yung hotdog niya doon sa 2 o'clock. Then yung egg guys doon sa 7 o'clock. Then the rice naman guys doon sa 9 o'clock. So i-inform mo siya guys, ma'am, nandito po yung hotdog niya sa 2 o'clock. Then yung egg po ma'am is nasa 7 o'clock. Then the 9 ma'am, sa 9 ma'am nandyan yung rice. Okay, so that aware siya guys. Okay, and that is all guys for your special senses. I hope you learned something. Thank you and God bless.